me at all. He just went mute until I would call. First time I'm calling, he's not picking. Second, third, fourth, a whole week not picking. I started getting stressed. So amazing people, welcome back to my channel. Guys, I had missed you so much. Who missed me? If you missed me, come on the comment section below and tell me that you missed me. So I missed you too, and today we have to do a real and from my heart story. So guys, I want to tell you a story, the reason to why, not the reason to why, but the reason to why I hated Kenyan men. I hated, underline that word, I hated Kenyan men. So, okay, let me not call them Kenyan men, Kenyan boyfriends. The reason why I hated them. So, where I was schooling in college, I was going to a ladies only college. Understand that? I was in a college where we were only ladies, and it was a Catholic college. So guys, we used to, college, you have freedom to do anything that you want. If you want to go out the whole week, it's up to you. If you feel like you want to sleep, it's up to you. You have freedom. You're like your own boss now. You can do anything you want, And for me, because where I was schooling is just near home, I wouldn't have all that freedom to do whatever I wanted. But it started little by little. So one day, I was at home. And it was on a weekend, So it was every Friday I used to go home until Sunday and come back. It's either I come back on Sunday evening or I come back on Monday very early in the morning. I should be at school. So the two options worked for me. So if it was a good Sunday and I knew they're cooking something good or I feel homesick, I would go to school the next day. But if I was getting bored and I want to go back to school, I would go there that night. If I wanted to avoid a lot of things, I would go on Sunday. So I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at home. 3 days. Every weekend, I would go home. So one day, a friend of mine called me. And my friend told me, Pauline, where, I'd already got home. So my friend called me, Pauline, where are you? I'm like, I'm home. Why did you go home? You couldn't have gone home. You could have just gone out and have fun. Today I'm in this club that you're having fun. So why did you go home? I told her, I had to go home, and you didn't give me the idea way before. If you knew you wanted me to join you or to go out with you, you could have told me. And the lady was like, sorry, don't worry, next time, or if you can come along. I was like, no, I can't come because I have nothing to tell my mom that I want to go. It's night. And for a lady, an African lady, once you're home by 6, you can't leave that door. Unless if your parents are not there. Or even your aunties, So once you're home, you're home. You can't come home and then you leave. Unless you're living with your brothers and sisters, you're going out. That's when you can leave. But you're just home relaxing, and then at night someone calls you to go out. That's not possible. So a friend of mine told me, Pauline, let's catch up. I told her, I'm sorry, I can't come out this night. Maybe next weekend we can do the gig. And she was okay, cool. So the next weekend, it was so fun. It was so fun. Now I met this guy, and we had, you see the way you meet someone and then you click very fast. So I'm a social person in a way, not like social, but social person in a way. So once we met with our friends, there's this guy when we go to have fun on Saturdays, we would meet. And so we got used to each other, like saying hi. So we became friends. So one day, we went out and we were always given a corner that we would go and sit. Me and my girls would go and sit. When they join us, it's okay. If they don't join us, it's also still okay. So for me, basically, when I used to go out to have fun, I don't like seeing men near me. Like, I don't, if you come dancing behind me, I'll stop dancing and I'll look at you and tell you shame on you. You know the way men misbehave, like come dancing behind you and you're like, no, what's this person doing? So for me, dancing with someone, if I've not invited you, it was a no. Another thing, no one would ever buy me alcohol. If I had to drink alcohol, let it be from me. So anyone buying me alcohol and then you come tell me you want to be paid back, it was a nay. So nothing. So I love keeping my territory. And you know, I'm that kind of a person. Once I drink alcohol, I would keep my word. If I say no, it's no. If I say yes, it's yes. And I would put off everyone. That's when I become like open. You see the way people get, if you get drunk, you start insulting or staggering or doing uncouth behaviors. Yeah. But for me, once I get drunk or once I take alcohol and I start feeling like tipsy, I would even scream just to be alone. I don't want anyone near me in terms of men, you know. Yeah, so to safeguard myself, I'll just be alone. So guys, so that day we went drinking with my friends. I know we were there, we were just talking, catching up. You know, it's a weekend and they were like, oh, last weekend you never came. You missed out a lot, but don't worry, we are here today. We have to catch this fun. I was like, okay, fine. So, that time, they asked me, but you could have come with a friend this time, a lady friend. You know, you're like, why did you come alone? You see, my friend here is so getting bored and it's bad. I told them, oh, let me do this. Tomorrow is a Saturday. So let me call a friend of mine to accompany me so that we can have fun together. So I called a friend of mine, told her about it, and she was like, okay, it's cool for me as long as nothing bad is going to happen. Not going to sleep in separate rooms with these guys, I'll be okay. I promised her, you know, we're going to spend a room with you. So we were fine. So it continued like that. We continued having fun until this guy became now my boyfriend. And my friend became the girlfriend for this other guy. But I never knew my friend now, my girlfriend, my friend, had an eye with this guy. You know, this guy was so good to me. Like, when I go back to school, he'd shop for me, he would do things for me, you know. And then they would drop me to school. We would be dropped to school and then they leave. So every Sunday by 10, I would always be at school. So my friend had an eye to this guy. So one day, she went and lied to him. Oh, you know, Pauline is like this. No, you know, those girls who are like, they like spoiling things for you when they see now, oh, you're going on the right track and I'm not getting, or I'm not benefiting from anything. I need to spoil this so that I can be the person. So my friend went and told the guy, you know, Pauline is cheating on you. And you see the way she just comes to meet you on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. That's how she is. But during the week, she doesn't even talk to you. She speaks with other people. So this guy never knew how to hide anything. Once he told something about me, he would react. No, so, but this one, it got him pissed off. Totally pissed off. So he never called me. In fact, he never called me at all. He just went mute until I would call. First time I'm calling, he's not picking. Second, third, fourth, a whole week not picking. I started getting stressed. So I would call him with different number. He would pick. If he gets to hear my voice, he just hangs up. So that went on, and it took me time to understand what's happening. I think I was so naive. I was not understanding what was happening. So it took me time to understand that this guy doesn't want my vibe. Number two, it took me time to accept that this guy wants nothing to do with me. And my friend here, she told me, okay, like, she was joking, like, oh, Pauline, you know what? I told this guy something about you and I never thought it was serious. So for me, I didn't take it badly, but I always use that friend of mine to go and talk to him and ask him what's the problem is so that we can sort. But I never knew she's the one who went bad-mouthing me. So the guy was like, you know what? I don't want to see you and your friend. Now, when I called him with another line, I don't want to see you with your friend. So this is where drama started. I became mad. I had to ask this lady, what did you tell him? So the lady told me, I was just joking and I told him 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was like, why did you tell him? Do you even know him? I just introduced him to you just a month ago and you're here busy telling him stories. Why did you do that? So why? Why are you jealous on me? I gave you his friend. You're having fun with it. Everywhere I go, we go with you. Every weekend, wherever you're taken, we are going with you. So why are you doing this to me? So I had to zip. Nothing. Not talking to her. No friendship. No nothing. We just left at that. So I came to understand the reason to why I hate Kenyan men. Number one, a Kenyan man will tell you this, especially if you're a college student or if you're single. Let me say, if you're single, so a guy will come and tell you, hey, you know what? I've fallen in love with you. I've just met you. I've just fallen in love with you, and you think that you have already clicked. You come to understand that this person is there for you. The first month is there. The second month, the third month is there. So once he comes to realize that this thing is getting strong, he tends to leave. Why does he leave? He doesn't leave not because that he doesn't love you anymore. No, because I came to realize men who have their wife pregnant, in that period of time, you see that period of time where your wife can't do anything with you, like she's there, her hormones are there, she has mood swings, she's almost giving birth, and all that madness that comes with it. These men tend to go outside to look for other girls. Understand me? They go outside to look for other girls just to have fun. So this man will come to you, pretend he loves you so much, but after the wife has given birth, the man will just leave you without knowing. That's a ghosting. Yeah, you will be ghosted, sweetheart. They will ghost you. Number two, if a man tells you that he and the wife are no longer together, my friend, just know it's just a misunderstanding that is there. A month's time, you're nowhere to be seen. They will leave you. In fact, there's this guy I met, and this guy was telling me so much of, Pauline, I love you, and you know what? So I was that type of a girl. I would put a lot of eye pencil on my eyes, and then I would love to put my hair on one side. So this person was always scared of me. I'll just look at them straight to the point, and they'll tell me, Pauline, this and this. You know how guys are. And once you give into their stories, they tend not to think that you're falling in love with them. You understand? Few months later, they'll just dump you. They won't even tell you anything. They will not tell you anything. They just leave. That shows if that person is staying in Nairobi and the girlfriend is staying in Nanyuki, that person will look for you to have fun with you. But once their girlfriend is around, you will not see that person. You will completely not see them. So those are 2 points. If their wives are pregnant, number one. Number two, if their girlfriends don't stay in the same area or location with them, they will definitely get someone else to joke around with you. Another incident is, a guy tells you I will give you anything that you want. Women are expensive, so a guy tells you I'll provide, and now the next day you start asking, oh baby, for a birthday gift, oh baby, I want a shoe. You're praying, you're chilling, or you're doing your own things. But now this person gets to know you more, to understand how you want your things done. And when it comes to finances, he starts stepping aside about it. He doesn't want to provide to you. He wants to use you. He wants to spend time with you, but he doesn't want to provide for you. This is another thing that so many men do. And that's when you hear a man saying, oh, she's a gold digger, oh, she's always about money, oh, she's always about material things. Darling, it's not about material wealth. It's just about how I live my life. If I drink soda 10 liters, that's how you'll keep up with it. 10 liters of soda. Yeah, I drink 10 liters of soda. So you can't tell me, because I take 10 liters of soda, or maybe 10 liters of water, now you can't start saying I'm a gold digger. If I wear a very unique shoe, I buy it with my own money. You come to my space and then you're like, you can't provide for me with that expensive shoe or dress, and then you start saying I'm a gold digger. No. So that's another way of how these men live. So guys, there is one day, let me tell you this. There is one day I met a friend of mine and she was like, oh, you know, this guy loves me so much. This guy can't leave me. This guy is head over heels in love with me. And I'm like, oh, so should we meet a guy? Should I meet a guy? And I love meeting my friends' boyfriends. Not because I am important, no, but I just love knowing my friend is dating who. You know, for security purposes, we all have that security purposes that we women give to our friends. So the guy never wanted me to meet him, you know. So my friend would always tell me, Pauline, I want to meet you. My friend would always tell me, Pauline, I want you to meet my boyfriend. I'm like, it's okay for me. I can meet him. I'm okay. So the guy never wanted me to meet him. Reason is, I don't know. So one day I insisted and told this lady, I have to meet this boyfriend of yours. Despite how much he's refusing, I want to meet him. But now I don't want to provoke him. Just do this. I want you one day, just take a photo of him and send it to me wherever you guys will be. Shock on me. Have you ever seen those guys, like, you know someone and you know their character? Maybe let's say it's your neighbor. Your friend is dating your neighbor. Your friend doesn't know this girl is your friend doesn't know you two, your neighbors. And now since I know the character of this guy, he's a humanizer, number one. Number two, I've seen him so many times with women around their home or girlfriends, let's say. And I know his standard of living, the way he portrays himself to be like a cool kid and everything, he's not there. So he had promised my friend that he had promised my friend that he's going to give her the best life ever. You see? So I told my friend, my dear, I know this guy very well. So it's better you just spend your time well, and then once you come back to school, we're going to talk about it. So my friend became mad about it, and she was like, oh, why are you telling me like that? What's wrong with this guy? I'm like, no, nothing wrong with him. Just come back, we will talk about it. So when the lady came, I told her, you know what? I know this guy. He's called so-and-so, yes. His home is at this place. The lady refused. She told me, no, this guy stays in a certain place in Meru. And I'm like, no, this guy lied to you. Extremely lied. So, who to trust? Who to trust? The lady or the guy? So I told her, okay, fine. If you don't trust me, then it's okay. So do you know my friend became enemies with me because of this guy? I told her everything. She went telling the guy. Pauline told me, my friend told me she knows you. She knows where you stay. She knows everything about you. And the guy was like, why are you following your friend? Why did you tell your friend about me? I've always warned you about her and everything. And the lady was like, why are you warning me against my friend? Is there anything I need to know? And the guy was like, no, I know I don't like your friend. She's bad. She's not a good person. She's not of good characters and everything. My friend, after a few days, this lady came to realize this guy was cheating her. This guy was taking advantage of her because the lady was doing some shopping and take to the guy. So another thing is men who like hiding themselves. They don't want the real character of themselves to be known to their girlfriend. So guys, if you know you have a man who has such character, men who hide, men who look for women when they are very far pregnant, men who think that you're a gold digger, men who think that you're just there to pass time or drink alcohol with them and then you pay them back in kind. Those are not men. So those are the reasons to why I hated Kenyan men. But only to realize all men are the same. All men are the same. So if you are dating, be real. Be real to yourself. Be real to the man that you love. That's the only way I can say. So for me, who managed to, I don't know, I even don't know how I managed all this. So guys, I'm not going to tell you that I'm perfect. No, I'm not perfect. As I said, I'm not perfect. If you have not watched that video where I said I'm not perfect and I make mistake, go back and watch that story. So don't let men cook your mind thinking they love you in a few months they're going to leave you. Just think about it. Has any man ever or woman, has any man or woman ever done to you such things? Come down on the comment section and let us know what they ever did to you. Within months, they love you, but they just leave you blank. They don't tell you anything. So that's how I've been ghosted by these people so many times, and I understand that it's not always good to just stick yourself or to give yourself to someone 100% if they truly don't mean it. Let no one show you too much love and then end breaking up with you. Or let no one show you too much love on the first day and then later on, in the next few weeks or a month, they just go meet. Don't let that happen to you. So guys, until the next video, I enjoyed telling you this story, and I did it because I saw a story somewhere of married people where a lady and a guy got so much in love, and the lady was cheating on this guy, and only for the lady to leave the guy and go back to the husband. Story for another day, guys, but do take care and respect each other's feeling. Until the next video, bye.